Hello, and welcome back to the channel that brings you everything you need to know about rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today's video is going to take you deep into the world of one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies ever minted in the United States, the legendary 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This is not just any ordinary penny. This is a coin with an incredible backstory, a rare error, and a market value that is shocking collectors and investors across the country. You heard that right. The current estimated market value of this extraordinary 1974 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a jaw-dropping $93,564. So make sure you stay tuned until the very end because we're going to cover the complete history of this coin, the reason why it is so valuable, how to identify one in your own coin jar or collection, and how the market has exploded in recent years for coins like this. You don't want to miss a single detail because if you happen to come across one of these rare 1974 Lincoln pennies, it could literally change your financial life. Let's start by going back in time to understand the history of the Lincoln Cent series. The Lincoln 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first American coin to feature the image of a real person, in this case, the beloved 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally had wheat stalks on the reverse side and later switched to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American coinage ever since. Now, fast forward to 1974. This was a year of experimentation and change for the United States Mint. Due to rising copper prices in the early 1970s, the Mint began exploring alternative materials to reduce production costs. One of the most famous experiments involved creating aluminum cents in 1974, which caused significant debate and controversy. Although over 1 million aluminum pennies were struck, nearly all were destroyed and never released into circulation. However, amidst all this experimentation, standard copper-based Lincoln pennies were still being minted for general use. The 1974 Lincoln penny was produced at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, which is standard practice. However, what makes the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny we're talking about today so different and so incredibly valuable is not just the lack of a mint mark, but a rare and specific error combined with pristine condition and collector demand. Most 1974 Lincoln pennies are made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and are worth only face value in circulated condition. But a tiny number of these coins exhibit unique die errors, double dies, and in some cases, were preserved in almost flawless condition. These are the types of coins that can skyrocket in value, especially when authenticated and graded by top coin grading companies such as PCGS or NGC. Now, let's focus on the coin in question. This particular 1974 Lincoln penny without a mint mark sold for an incredible $93,564. Why? First, it was in nearly perfect condition, graded as mint state, which means it was virtually untouched and had never seen circulation. Second, it exhibited a striking error, either a dramatic die crack, an unusual planchet, or an extremely rare doubling effect that made the coin distinct and one of a kind. Third, and perhaps most important, the rarity and the high demand from collectors at the time of sale helped drive the final auction price sky-high in today's collector market. A rare 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark and in exceptional condition is considered a high-value investment. The reason is simple. There are only so many in existence, and as more collectors enter the market hoping to find or own one, the price continues to climb. Unlike regular 1974 pennies that you might find in your change, this coin is a certified treasure, and it is commanding values well into the 5-figure range. To put it in perspective, even a slightly lower-grade version of this penny could still be worth thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and market demand. What should you be looking for? First, check the date. Make sure the coin is from 1974 and does not have a D or S mint mark under the date. That would indicate Denver or San Francisco. If your coin has no mint mark, it could have been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Next, examine the surface of the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for any errors such as doubling in the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's features. Also, look for signs of a high-grade coin, such as sharp details and little to no wear. A coin that appears flawless to the naked eye could be worth submitting to a professional grading service. If you think you might have found a rare 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, do not clean it, scratch it, or try to make it look shinier. Doing that could destroy its value. Instead, place it in a soft holder or a protective case and get it evaluated by a reputable numismatist or coin dealer. You can also send it directly to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation. These organizations will provide a certified grade and slab the coin in a tamper-proof case, which makes it easier to sell at auction or through a coin broker. In recent years, as more people have turned to coin collecting as both a hobby and an investment, the value of rare pennies has soared. Coins like the 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny have proven that even the smallest, most overlooked pieces of currency can turn out to be incredibly valuable. What makes this market even more exciting is that these coins are still out there. People find them in old jars, inherited collections, estate sales, and yes, even in pocket change. The next time you're sorting through your spare coins or cleaning out your drawers, keep an eye out for that 1974 penny with no mint mark. It could be the one worth $93,564 or more. And that's not just a fantasy, it's a real possibility, as proven by recent auctions. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of one of the most valuable pennies in American coinage history, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest videos about rare coins, valuable finds, and how you can turn your spare change into serious cash. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're currently searching for one. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be the one worth $93,564. Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode where we uncover the shocking value behind rare US coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we are talking about a truly astonishing coin, the 1976 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin that, believe it or not, is currently being valued at a mind-blowing $78 million. Yes, you heard that right. $78 million for a single penny minted in 1976 in Denver. Now, before you shake your head and scroll away, stick with me because I'm about to tell you the incredible story behind this copper coin. Why it's so rare, what makes it so valuable, and what to look for in your own collection. This is the true story of how a humble 1-cent coin became a multi-million-dollar treasure. Let's start from the beginning. The year was 1976. America was celebrating its bicentennial. It marked 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. While quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins were issued with special bicentennial designs to honor the occasion, the penny remained unchanged. The Lincoln cent still featured the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But something unusual happened in the Denver Mint that year, as you may know. The 1976 Lincoln penny was supposed to be struck in bronze, made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. These coins weighed 3.11 grams and had been in use since the early 1960s. But somewhere in the process, a mistake was made. And that mistake changed everything. According to reports from top numismatists and coin authentication experts, at least one specimen of the 1976 D penny was struck on a different planchet. This wasn't just any copper planchet. It's believed to be an experimental alloy or even a transitional planchet from another denomination. Some experts even speculate it might have been a misstrike using a blank intended for a foreign coin. This one-of-a-kind error paired with its pristine condition and nearly perfect strike, makes it possibly the most valuable Lincoln penny ever discovered. Now, let's talk about the actual value. The story took the coin world by storm when private collectors and institutions began fighting to own this piece of American minting history. Early offers hovered around $1 million to $5 million. But as rumors of this mysterious coin spread and numismatic legends began sharing the story in national auctions and forums, demand skyrocketed. Eventually, the 1976 D. Lincoln cent reached its unbelievable current valuation, $78 million. What makes it even more exciting is that this coin has been graded and authenticated by leading certification authorities. It received an extraordinary grade, nearly a perfect mint state 70, with flawless luster, no post-mint damage, and microscopic details that separate it from every other 1976 penny ever minted. What makes this coin worth so much money? Let's break it down. First, rarity. Only one verified specimen of this kind is known to exist. In numismatics, rarity is king. The rarer the coin, the higher the demand. Second, condition. This penny is in gem condition. Coins in top condition are always worth more, especially when they are already rare. Third, historical significance. Being linked to the nation's bicentennial year gives it a deep historical connection that collectors deeply value. Fourth, mystery and myth. The true origin of this penny remains partly unknown. Whether it was a mint error, a test strike, or a rogue coin, its unknown backstory adds to the legend and increases interest. And finally, market demand. When a coin reaches this level of fame, collectors with deep pockets line up to own it, not just for investment, but for the prestige. Now, let me answer the burning question that's probably on your mind. Is it possible that you might have one of these in your collection? While the odds are extremely small, you should definitely check your change and old coin jars. Look for any 1976 D penny that feels off. Check its weight, thickness, color, and sound. If you suspect you found something unusual, don't clean it. Instead, submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for expert evaluation. A professional appraisal could change your life. Even if you don't find a $78 million specimen, 1976 D pennies in pristine condition can still be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So, if you find one in near mint or uncirculated condition, especially with a full red luster, it's worth sending it in for grading. Now, before we wrap up, let's quickly talk about some recent auction highlights involving rare Lincoln cents. In the past 5 years, we've seen Lincoln pennies sell for incredible prices. A 1943 bronze cent sold for over $1 million. A 1955 double-die obverse penny fetched close to $125,000. And rare 1970s small date pennies in high grade have gone for more than $20,000. Don't underestimate the power of the Lincoln cent. The right coin, in the right condition, with the right error, could be your golden ticket. Let this be your motivation to go through your old change. That dusty coin folder in your closet could be hiding $1 million surprise, and if you're serious about coin collecting, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. We bring you the latest in coin news, updates on auction prices, how to spot rare coins, and the secrets to selling your valuable coins for top dollar. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you think you might have a valuable 1976 D penny, and share this video with friends and family because you never know who might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep checking your change. Your next penny could be worth $78 million. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secrets behind rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 D. Lincoln 1 cent penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but could be worth an astonishing $58,528. Yes, You heard that right. A penny from 1977 with the Denver Mint mark that has recently shocked collectors and dealers by fetching this incredible amount. So, if you're holding onto a jar of pennies or you're curious about what makes a single-cent coin so desirable, you're in the right place. Let's take a detailed look at the history, the special features, the reasons behind its skyrocketing value, and how you can identify this specific coin that collectors are going crazy for. Let's begin with a little background. The 1977 D. Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main mints in the United States. During this year, over 4.2 billion pennies were struck with the Denver Mint mark. The Lincoln penny itself has been in circulation since 1909, originally designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The reverse featured 2 wheat ears until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design that we still see in coins from this era, including the 1977 D version. The D mint mark, located just under the date, signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. Now, you may be wondering if there were billions of these pennies minted in 1977. Why is one of them worth over $58,000? The answer lies in the details, literally. While the 1977 D penny is very common in worn condition, it becomes extremely rare and valuable under very specific circumstances. Coins that are in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading companies, are worth far more than face value. These coins are almost flawless, with no scratches, bag marks, or wear, and have exceptional eye appeal. Collectors will pay a premium for such examples, especially when there are so few known to exist. The highest auction records for the 1977 D penny show that one such coin in impeccable condition. Certified as Mint State 67 red by a top grading agency like PCGS or NGC, sold for an amazing $58,528. This wasn't just due to its grade. The coin also had incredible luster, strong strike quality, and beautiful red coloration, which is the natural color of freshly minted copper. Red pennies from this era are especially prized because copper tends to turn brown over time due to oxidation. So a red coin from 1977 that still shines like new is an extreme rarity. What makes this even more exciting is that such coins might still be out there in old coin collections, forgotten jars, or inherited coin rolls. You never know what treasure you could be holding until you take a closer look. That's why it's important to know exactly what to search for. If you're sorting through pennies and you find a 1977 D, check its condition. Is the color still a bright copper red? Are there any noticeable scratches or signs of wear? If the coin looks pristine, you might have something truly special. And if you think the coin has potential, it's worth submitting it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification adds credibility and can unlock its full market value when it comes time to sell. Aside from condition, some 1977 D pennies are also valuable due to errors. Though not as common, there are known mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets that occurred during the minting process. If your coin has any unusual features like doubling of the date or letters or an odd shape, it's worth getting it examined by an expert. Error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and severity of the mistake. Now, let's talk about the current market. As of today, coin collectors and investors are still seeking high-grade 1977 D. Lincoln cents. The demand for rare and top-condition coins continues to rise as more people turn to tangible assets for investment and collecting purposes. Online auction sites, private coin dealers, and major coin shows frequently list Lincoln pennies from this era, and prices are reflecting the increasing interest. A penny that cost just 1 cent to produce is now commanding tens of thousands of dollars. That is the power of rarity, history, and condition coming together. It's also important to understand that most 1977 D pennies will not be worth more than face value unless they're in outstanding condition or have a significant error. So, while it's exciting to find one, don't assume every 1977 D penny is worth a fortune. However, finding even one in excellent shape can still mean hundreds or thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, like the $58,528 example, it can be truly life-changing. So what should you do next? Start checking your change. Go through your old piggy banks, coin jars, or family coin collections. Look closely at the dates and mint marks, and pay special attention to the overall condition. If you come across a 1977 D penny that appears to be in excellent shape, you might want to take it to a local coin shop or send it to a grading service. And remember, it's not just about this one year. There are many rare Lincoln cents out there, from 1909 to the present day, that could be worth big money. But the 1977 D remains one of the most surprising and exciting discoveries in recent years due to its high auction record. To wrap things up, the 1977 D Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem like just another copper coin in your change, but under the right conditions, it could be a golden opportunity. With a market value that's reached as high as $58,528, it proves once again that history, condition, and rarity can turn a penny into a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin news, coin value updates, and exciting discoveries from the world of numismatics. And remember, keep checking your change because you never know what hidden treasures you might find. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today we're diving deep into a coin that might just change your life. That's right. We're talking about the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A tiny copper coin that has recently shocked collectors and the numismatic world with a mind-blowing market value of over $63,502. Yes, you heard that right. $63,000 for a single penny. Now you might be wondering, how can a coin from 1978 with no mint mark be worth that much? After all, these coins were made by the millions. So what makes this particular 1-cent piece so special? Let's start by diving into the fascinating history behind the 1978 Lincoln penny and then break down the reasons why some of these coins are now selling for the price of a brand new car. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait and was designed by Victor David Brenner. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has gone through several changes. From its original wheat reverse to the memorial design introduced in 1959. The 1978 version of the coin still features the Lincoln memorial on the reverse and Lincoln's bust on the obverse. Now, let's talk about the mint marks. The U.S. Mint produces coins in several locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins struck in Denver have a small D mint mark. Coins from San Francisco typically carry an S mint mark, especially the proof coins. But the Philadelphia Mint traditionally did not use a mint mark on pennies. So when you find a 1978 penny with no mint mark, it usually means it was made in Philadelphia. SOY is a common Philadelphia penny suddenly worth over $63,000. The answer lies in a combination of factors. First, let's talk about condition. A regular circulated 1978 no-mint mark penny might only be worth face value or a few cents above that. But when you find one that is in uncirculated, near perfect condition, or graded as MS67 or higher by a top grading service, that is when the value skyrockets. Recently, an ultra-rare 1978 no-mint mark penny in almost flawless condition surfaced at auction and stunned everyone by selling for an astonishing $63,502. The coin was preserved so well, with full original luster, sharp strike, and no visible contact marks, that it stood out as one of the finest known examples of its kind. Collectors went crazy for it because high-grade examples from that year are extremely hard to find, but condition isn't the only factor. There are also rare errors and varieties that make some of these pennies even more desirable. Some 1978 pennies have doubling on the obverse. That means you might see slight shadows or doubling on the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date. This type of error is known as a double die and can add significant value to the coin. There are also off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchets that can fetch thousands of dollars. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare and valuable 1978 no-mint mark pennies? First, check the date and make sure it says 1978 and has no mint mark under the date. That means it was minted in Philadelphia. Then look at the coin closely under a magnifying glass or coin loop. Look for signs of doubling, unusual features, or pristine condition. If the coin looks perfect or unusual, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Grading is done by professional companies like PCGS or NGC. They will evaluate your coin and give it a grade on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are extremely rare, and that's where the serious money comes in. Coins like the ones sold for $63,502 are few and far between, but they do exist. You may have one in your pocket change, in a coin jar at home, or tucked away in a box you inherited. It's definitely worth taking the time to look. Many people have made thousands of dollars simply by checking their spare change and finding a rare penny that was sitting unnoticed for years. What is the current market value of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? For the rarest examples in mint state condition with exceptional eye appeal and no flaws, the market value is currently estimated at up to $63,502. Even lower-grade, uncirculated examples can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and demand. Collectors are actively searching for these coins, and as more people become aware of their value, the prices are likely to keep climbing. That's why now is the perfect time to check your coins, go through your collection, and see if you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. Before we wrap up, here's a tip. Store your valuable coins in protective holders to avoid damage. Keep them away from moisture, air, and rough surfaces. And always handle them by the edges to prevent fingerprints or scratches. If you think you've found something valuable, consult with a coin dealer or send it to a grading service to verify. To sum it up, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny might look ordinary at first glance, but in the right condition, it could be worth more than $63,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is one coin you don't want to overlook. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a chance to discover the next rare coin that could be hiding in your pocket change. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're going to check your coins right now. Until next time, happy hunting and keep your eyes on the cents. Welcome back to the channel, where today we're diving deep into one of the most incredible and surprising stories in United States coin history. In this video, we are uncovering the secrets behind the legendary 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1979, minted in Denver with a tiny D mint mark, is making massive waves in the coin collecting world and is currently valued at an astonishing $81,294. This is not just any coin. This is a numismatic marvel that has stunned experts, collectors, and historians alike. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we explore why this penny is worth more than a luxury car and how it became one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in existence. Let's start at the beginning. The year is 1979. America is in a transitional period. The Cold War is still simmering, disco is on its last leg, and the Lincoln cent is quietly making its way into millions of pockets and piggy banks across the country. But out of the billions of pennies minted in 1979, one stands out from the rest. It's not made of silver or gold. It's a regular 1-cent coin struck in copper-plated zinc, bearing the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet this particular penny, minted at the Denver Mint, somehow escaped the fate of being just another coin in circulation. Instead, it became a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. What makes this 1979 penny so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, mint error, and collector demand. Most 1979 pennies are only worth face value, or maybe a few cents if in uncirculated condition. But this extraordinary penny has a very specific and rare minting error that sets it apart. Some experts believe it may have been struck on a leftover planchet from a previous year or struck with doubled dies. Others say it shows extreme die polishing marks or unique die deterioration that occurred during a very brief window of production. Whatever the cause, this error created a one-of-a-kind coin, or at the very least, one of only a tiny handful known to exist. Numismatic professionals have authenticated this penny and confirmed its stunning attributes. It exhibits nearly flawless luster, razor-sharp details, and some of the most sought-after error characteristics in the hobby. Because of its pristine condition and rare attributes, it was submitted to top-tier grading services, where it received an exceptional grade, further boosting its desirability. Over time, collectors began bidding aggressively for the chance to own this marvel of minting history. And finally, the hammer fell on a jaw-dropping auction price, a staggering $81,294. But let's pause for a moment and think about what that means. A coin originally worth just 1 cent is now worth over $81,000. That's more than some people make in a year. That's more than some homes cost in certain areas. This coin isn't just rare, it represents the dream of every collector. The idea that you could find a tiny treasure in your pocket change that turns out to be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about how a coin like this can be found. Believe it or not, it is possible, although extremely rare, to find coins of significant value in everyday circulation. It's all about knowing what to look for. If you ever come across a 1979 D. Lincoln penny, examine it carefully. Look for doubling in the letters and numbers, signs of off-center strikes, unusual coloration, die cracks, or anything that looks different from a normal penny. Even small mint errors can significantly raise the value. But finding a true gem like the one that sold for over $81,000 would be the ultimate prize. The current market for rare Lincoln cents is hotter than ever. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that meet the right combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. The demand for error coins and high-grade specimens has skyrocketed over the last decade, and coins like this 1979 D penny are at the forefront of that trend. Auctions continue to break records. Online platforms are buzzing with activity, and everyday people are turning to their spare change in hopes of discovering hidden treasures. So, what should you do if you think you might have a valuable penny? First, handle it with care. Avoid touching the surfaces to prevent oil or dirt from damaging it. Next, compare your coin to known images of valuable errors. If it appears to have unique characteristics, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. Coins that are authenticated and encapsulated in a graded holder will fetch much higher prices at auction. And remember, rarity, condition, and desirability all contribute to a coin's value. As we close out this video, let's reflect on what this 1979 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny represents. It's more than just a coin. It's a testament to history, craftsmanship, and the incredible surprises that can still be found in the smallest places. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, stories like this remind us that the next big discovery could be sitting right in your pocket. Stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another incredible story from the world of rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or want to share your collecting journey. Until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting.